Yeah, I was really trying to wait to talk about this whole Janae and Kenny situation from Love Island because y'all, the way I didn't even watch I didn't watch their season of Love Island because y'all know I barely got into the last one, which I believe was season 7, which has literally taken over my life. But since I saw this drama, I was like, oh my gosh, like this must have been really bad because apparently they were at like a David Dobrik party that was at his house. And specifically, whatever happened that night, like bam, blew up. Everybody unfollowed Kenny. And I was like, oh, he must have done something like really, really bad. And I love how people were like piecing together the story of like, oh my gosh, like she must have seen something on his phone because during this time she was holding his phone and like they saw pictures, they pieced the pictures together. I was sitting over here like, y'all, you guys know that I'm so nosy. Obviously, this is why I do gossip videos, commentary videos, chisme videos, whatever the hell you want to call it. Like, this is why I do it because I really am a nosy bitch, okay? But I could never piece together things like that. I think it's so crazy that people get into like, active investigator mode. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, the way that people really had pieced this together. And it's so crazy because a lot of people were like, a TikTok that I saw was like, wait, she saw something on his phone because she was taking a picture with his phone. And I guess like, how they even knew that it was his phone in her hand, I don't even know. But they were like, oh, damn, because then after this, everything went to shit. And I was like, I think that's exactly what happened. I'm super late with this, but that's for a reason. I don't know. For those of you that are in the Patreon, y'all know I was like, I do want to talk about this, but I do want to wait for more things to come out because there was just so many rumors and so many, speculations of things that had happened. And I was like, damn, it just sucks that we really don't know the truth. But I do think that there is enough, pieces out there. I was kind of hoping, and I did mention this within another video, that I was hoping that Janae was going to go on the Call Her Daddy podcast because I guess they started following each other out of nowhere. Alex Cooper and Janae, and then I was like, oh damn, like she's gonna be on there because I don't know, I just kind of like always see these like clips or whatever on TikTok of like Alex will start following somebody who is on the podcast, going to be on the podcast or something like that, you know what I'm saying? However, I'm literally like over a week late at this point with this, and there has still been nothing from the Call Her Daddy at the time of me filming this video, because watch, I put this up in 2 days and then bam, she's on the podcast. But at the time of me filming, there has been nothing, and I was like waiting for more receipts to come out because I don't like making videos with just pure speculation. Yes, I know it's like human nature for all of us to like speculate about things. However, I just felt like this was something really, really serious. Like, y'all, some of the rumors, people were saying like, oh, something went down at that party. And people were even saying too that I guess like things must have been really bad because everyone was saying like, oh my gosh, if David Dobrik unfollowed Kenny, it must have been really bad because he has no moral compass whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? But I do have to say this, like, how does people even know like if David Dobrik was even following him? Do you know what I mean? Like, it seems like there was so many people at this party, so it just kind of seemed like maybe they were just invited. I don't really know. Anyways, y'all, I do want to address this actually before going into everything, okay? And it's a little bit backwards here, but I know if you guys have been keeping up with this, you guys have probably seen these clips that literally just happened yesterday at the time of me filming this video. Is Kenny, I guess, apparently was like going to like be making some type of YouTube video about this, saying that he was breaking his silence. However, people are saying that this is fake. It's from like a different account. However, people did piece together that apparently this account has been tagged before by Kenny and that it was supposedly like his real YouTube account, but maybe he did lose access to that, and then this person, is obviously uploading these things. And then, what's so crazy is that this person even uploaded a video onto Kenny's supposed or alleged YouTube account stating like our last days, and it was like basically like a little vlog of Janae and Kenny. And yeah, it turns out, I guess, as of right now, that is like a scam. Like, Kenny hasn't really said anything besides his statement, which I am going to read because y'all, I don't know. I had some thoughts and opinions. Like, I probably should have just made a video about it and then just like waited to see if there was more updates. But I was like, no, like I feel like the truth is going to come out, only because it seemed that so many people were involved. Like, I was seeing all of the other castmates of that season of Love Island unfollowed him. So I was like, oh my gosh, like someone is going to like spill the beans. So I didn't want to like make a video and then like have all my speculations and then that not be true and then the truth come out. You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, y'all, from the things that I'm going to read, I think that we do have enough enough receipts, let's just go ahead and say, to make our speculations. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so taking it all the way back to the beginning, actually, this is the day after they broke up, which everyone already knew that something popped off at this party, which it's so crazy to me that, like, it's so crazy, honestly, because I really do consider myself to be a nosy ass bitch. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I want to know the tea. But I don't know why I never think to go to somebody's like follower list and be like, did this person unfollow this person? But people obviously started doing that after this David Dobrik party. They were like, oh, let's go ahead and see if they're following each other. They immediately unfollowed each other after this party. So obviously they knew that they were going to break up. It was blowing up on TikTok. And then the very next day, they addressed the situation. In case you guys didn't see, I did take screenshots of that because I don't know why in my head I really thought like, oh my gosh, like the truth is going to come out right away, especially because, you know, with what was being said, it was like, oh, this is really, really bad. Like, y'all, if you guys were to see the speculations that I saw on TikTok, I was like, oh my, like it was a whole lot of stuff. And let me tell you, from what I'm speculating that it is, based upon what people have been saying on their Instagram stories, oh, this man is a fraud, y'all. Like, oh my, I'm like actually shook that this man, like, it scares me to be straight up with you. It's so crazy because yes, I know that they were on a love competition show, but like, you know, for like Janae to really think that she was like in a legit relationship with this man and he was playing the freaking game the whole entire time and being a shady ass piece of shit. I'm like, it's so crazy to me. And I don't know why. I'm just kind of like, you know what? It just scares me to be with people because it's so crazy that you could really think that you know somebody and they are just like living a whole, you know, double life and they don't really even like love you or like you even. And they're just sticking with you for whatever reason. Do you know what I mean? Shit like that is scary. But anyways, the very first post that I did see was from Jana, and she did post, "Hi my loves, thank you all for your love and support. It means the world to me. As you know, Kenny and I are no longer together. Please know that I have seen all the breakup theories and none have matched up to how terrible, disgusting, and disappointing it truly is. Discovering that someone you loved isn't who you thought they were and that the relationship you thought you were building hasn't been genuine since day one has been truly devastating. Thank you for respecting my privacy, and please know as a child of God, I will always be okay." This is where the theories really did get even more crazy because y'all, people were already putting so many different like, you know, speculations and theories out there. And then for her to get out there and say, oh no, it's worse than what everyone has been posting. It's like, oh damn, like people were thinking that he's a, what do they call it on the internet? Because y'all know you can't be saying the word, the PDF file. You know what I'm saying? People were like really putting out rumors and allegations like that. I was like, holy but Jesus, y'all. Here's where things got a little bit crazy though, okay? Because obviously she put out this statement, okay? This fool also put out a statement which, this man is grimy, okay? Like, honestly, I don't even know how a woman would want to date this man after seeing all of these things. Yes, I know people can, you know, obviously evolve and change and things like this. However, look, if I was a woman, I would not want to date this man, okay? Like, specifically seeing this stuff to see how sneaky and snaky he is. Because even his post after knowing what the hell he did, that's some grimy ass shit, y'all, because this is what he posted. "The past few days have been incredibly difficult. I've been quietly sitting with a lot of emotions and doing my best to process everything privately. Breakups are never easy, especially in the public eye. Sometimes, despite how deeply you care for someone, you come to the hard truth that the relationship was not something that could last long term. I'll always be grateful for the time we shared and the memories we created. I released this chapter with no ill will, only a hope that Janae's path forward brings her nothing but happiness." So there y'all see from right there, he's low-key trying to like play the victim like, oh, it just didn't work out. And, you know, sometimes relationships just don't work. All along, he's being a snake, like straight up a snake, which is so crazy to me. I had thought from this because if I was in her shoes, I would have been so triggered that I would have been a messy ass bitch up on the internet and I would have let it all out. Like I would have put it out there with receipts. I would have put him on blast. I had speculated, okay, just being honest with you guys, I speculated that she was going to go on a podcast because I was like, oh, maybe she's gonna, you know, obviously say, you know what, let me find the biggest platform that I'm gonna go on and like, bam, air this fool's dirty laundry out there. However, I'm like, okay, it's already been a while now and there's no podcast coming out. Like, what's up with that? Because I kind of thought, you know, you guys know how like when celebrities are like going through things, like all these like, you know, talk show hosts try to like book them or whatever. So I was thinking like these podcast hosts would be out there trying to book her, because I know if I was like running me a little podcast that had guests on it, I would be like, oh shit, like let's get her on the podcast right now, like let's go ahead and get the tea, you know what I'm saying? I would have been triggered by his statement, especially because she obviously knows the full truth. So I thought that she was going to let the tea out there. But in response is what she said, and she tagged him at Kenny Rodriguez. "Shut the fuck up, you manipulative liar. You not taking accountability and telling people the type of person you really are is insane to me. My first statement was being nice. Do not piss me off." And that's what I'm saying too, because after what it's being speculating or wait, how do I say it? After what's being speculated, I honestly, I don't know how she's being so calm about this. I really don't. Like, I really, really don't. Anyways, after this, fellow castmates and her friends were starting to make some really, shady posts about him. And she was I always want to say quote tweeting for some reason, but she was reposting them onto her story. So as you guys can see from right here, like this person had reposted her story and said, at Kenny Rodriguez, put a sock in chat GPT head ass. Tell the truth for once. Racist, clout / money hungry, and a scammer since day one, trying to make it seem like something it's not. DW or nay is blessed and highly favored. And then somebody else had posted right here too. Your pathetic excuse for a story is laughable. I can't even put into words how good of a person Nene is and how hard it is to watch her go through something like this. At Kenny Rodriguez, I hope this gives you the clout you always wanted, you effing loser. Multiple people were posting like all of these things right here, and she was reposting them. Another one right here, at Kenny Rodriguez is a poor excuse of a man. You lost the most beautiful, genuine soul. Shame on you. So clearly what he did was really, really wrong. Now, I do want to say this. I did get this receipt right here from Pop Crave, but I don't know the person that posted it. I think that they had said like either it was like her best friend or like maybe her best friend from the Love Island show. I don't really know. But basically, this was posted out there, okay? And I guess that she's in close affiliations. Y'all, I do apologize that I'm really not too educated about Janae. Like I said, I literally barely got into Love Island. Which now I keep it real with you guys. Like, I'm gonna go back and watch that season now. You know what I'm saying? Especially because I guess like they're on the after show, which is Love After the Villa, which I haven't even watched any of those. So now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch this shit, okay? But this is what that person had posted. My advice for women in relationships: if you have access, go through your man's phone today. Search keywords like I don't like black women. I thought I would get more money from this. I'm faking this relationship. Going on the show would be for clout. I can't wait to be done with this so I can F hella bitches. You'll thank me later. P.S. Never spare a man. Dog them out, baby girl. So clearly, as of right there, we know, okay, and a lot of people, I guess, like, maybe some insider people had, like, put it out there or whatever, because people were getting onto TikTok and to Instagram stories, and they were saying, like, oh, he was saying some things like this, that he doesn't like black girls, and that, like, oh my gosh, I have to stick it through with her. I thought I would make more money than this. I'm like, can you imagine how hurtful that would be? Like, to be honest with you guys, if I found those messages, that's what I'm saying. I gotta keep it real. I think she is handling it so gracefully, because you guys would see me crash out. Like, I literally have goosebumps. I dead ass have goosebumps, because I'm just thinking if I was in her shoes, how much I would crash out. Like, you guys would probably see such an ugly side of me on the internet that I would want to hurt him back. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I think that is just so grimy to, obviously basically just play pretend with her. And, I seen like all these clips or whatever, and people were saying like, what the hell? Like, he was being such a sweet guy and doing all these sweet things for her. And then turns out he's lying all along, which that to me is very bizarre about how you can go about and do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why I say you just cannot trust people whatsoever. So anyways, I do want to go ahead and play this clip right here, because this just goes back to my point to where, she's not really speaking out about it too much. I really do think that she will eventually, maybe on like, the Love Island after show, or maybe she'll go on to a podcast, maybe she'll go on to a talk show, I don't know, something like that. But I do have to say she is handling it very gracefully, because apparently all of, the fans of hers are sending all types of threats to Kenny's family, and she had to get up on the internet and say like, hey, can you guys please stop doing that, because his family is so nice. And I gotta keep it real with you guys, that's super sweet of her, because I would be like, well, his family raised him. Like, I totally get it at the end of the day, obviously. Like, I know, obviously, say, for example, you could be the best parent in the world and you could raise a freaking serial killer. Do you know what I'm saying? I totally get it. However, I'm just kind of like, well, maybe this should be a lesson to him. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know me. I never spread hate like that. I just feel like I would obviously be so triggered and I would be so pissed if I was in her shoes. So anyways, check out this clip right here.
You guys, if you genuinely love me, if you genuinely care about me, you want to help me heal, I'm begging you, please leave Kenny's family alone. That family did nothing wrong to me. They were nothing but kind. Everyone I ever met always defends me, always stood up for me. Do not go to their house. Don't go to their jobs. Do not threaten them. I'm begging you, leave them alone. They've been through enough. They've been apologetic to me. They've always been nice to me, so I'm begging you guys, please leave Kenny's family alone. I'm trying to close this chapter. It's getting stressful. But if you guys could do anything for me, can you guys just leave it alone? Like, we're done, we're moving on. But his family were always so kind, so kind to me. So I'd appreciate it if you guys would leave their home, leave their jobs, everything. It's not okay. I do not think that's okay. That shit's not funny to me. Please.
I gotta keep her with you guys. I don't know how she is handling this so gracefully because I would be crashing out. And I think that's super sweet of her. And it shows what type of person that she is to even get up on the internet and literally like beg people to stop sending threats to the family. And I just think that it does show that obviously his family did treat her with kindness, because a lot of people did point out that she didn't get up on there and say, oh, stop sending any type of hate towards his friends, because I guess his friends were having his back and they were also saying things back to him in the text messages that she did see, which I think is crazy. I gotta keep it real too. If I were her, I would have taken screenshots of, you know, those text messages and I would have posted them on my stories. I really would have. Like, I feel like if he's going over here saying like, oh, I don't even like black women, I thought dating her would get me more money, I would 100% put him on blast, because I think that is just like the grimiest thing. I think that like, if you're going on to the love competition show and you're going on there solely for the reason to get money, like, I get it. Obviously, there's going to be people doing that when you do have a $100,000 cash prize. But then it's just like, just go ahead and keep it real after the show and be like, hey, like, I got to keep it real. I don't really have feelings for you like that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it does suck, but at least you're keeping it real and just saying like, oh, like, I don't really see this growing. But for him to continue on for over a year at this point, staying with her and faking a relationship, it shows that he's actually like a sociopath. Like, he is really crazy, which I think is scary. Anyways, I do think that we are going to see more from this, so I will make an update. Sorry that I was so long with this. I really was thinking by now we would have saw more, you know, factual like receipts and things like that from Janae, but I guess she's holding out for a little while. But I do think she will definitely spill the tea, and when she does, I will make an update about that. But for the meantime, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.